Hey everyone, if we have not met before, my name is Jason Anderson and I'm lead pastor here at Crossroads. And I'll begin by saying thank you. Thank you for taking some time to be here at Explore Crossroads. In our time together, I'm going to give you a little more insight into who we are as a church and then talk about a few potential next steps that you could take from here. First, a little insight into us is that we are one church in 4 locations, Hastings, Cottage Grove, Eagan, and Woodbury. And we exist to help one more person in one more place meet and be changed by Jesus. We are devoted to our mission because when someone meets Jesus, that's when their life and eternity begins to change. That's when marriages are restored. That's when hurts are healed. So we are absolutely dedicated to our mission. That is what we do. We also have a vision. Our vision is where we're going. More and more, we want to be a church that is outwardly facing, multi-ethnic, next-gen focused. And let me just unpack that a little bit. Outwardly facing means a couple of things. First, it means that we care as much about the person who does not yet know Jesus, who may be far from God. We care about them as much as we care about the people who already are part of our church. Use the language of Jesus, he would say we care as much about the one who's far from God, as we do the 99 who are already here. Another part of being outwardly focused is we want to make a difference in the cities that we are located in. Kind of the way that we think about it is if we closed our doors tomorrow, would anybody besides us actually care or notice? Man, we don't want that to happen. So we want to make a tangible impact in people's lives in the cities that we are located in. So that's outwardly facing. Next is multi-ethnic. The reason that's part of our vision is because if you look at the very last book of the Bible, Revelation, we get a peek into heaven. And it's described as a place where every nation, every tribe, and every tongue is there. And if that's what heaven is going to look like, we want our church to be a reflection of heaven as well. We want it to be a reflection of the diversity of the city that it is located in. Final aspect of our vision is to be next-gen focused. We feel a sense of urgency, a priority to reach this next generation for Jesus, to help them find and follow him, to build a foundation of faith that will hopefully stay with them for the rest of their days, build trust and hope and assurance that will stay with them. So that is our vision, to be an outwardly facing, multi-ethnic, next-gen focused church. That is in support of our mission, which is to help one more person in one more place meet and be changed by Jesus. We help people meet Jesus by helping them put their faith and trust in him, to put Jesus on the throne of their life as their Lord and leader. We want to help people be changed by Jesus, to help them grow in their faith. And there's something you should know about our church that I love, is that we are a growing group of Jesus followers who want to do more than just learn about Jesus. We actually want to live more like Jesus, because it's living like Jesus that makes all the difference both in our lives and in the lives of the people around us. So that's a little bit about who we are as a church. Let's talk some potential next steps. Things that you're always going to hear us talk about. One of them is being part of a small group. A small group is when you're in a group of other people who call Crossroads home, and what you study will depend on what kind of group that you jump into. But you should just know your decision to follow Jesus, it may have been personal, but it was never designed to be private. It was always designed to be lived out with other believers, experiencing biblical community for support, prayer, accountability, learning and growing together. So you're always going to hear us talk about small groups. Another potential next step is putting your God-given gifts to use to serve here at the church. When you put your faith in Jesus, you were given at least one spiritual gift for the purposes of building up the body of Christ. And that's what the church is. So if you are not serving, our body is incomplete. So whether it's joining a small group or finding a place to begin to serve, if you have questions around that, the host at your campus can help you do exactly that. Although there's one more next step for some of you. If this is your very first time at our church, maybe the next step for you is simply deciding to call Crossroads your home. And if you do that, it will be an honor to be part of your faith journey. We do not take that for granted. So let me just say ahead of time, thank you. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your faith journey. And I'll say one more time, thank you for being here. Thank you for attending Explore Crossroads. Here's what gets me excited. I look forward to what God is going to do in you and through you as you get more connected here at your church. Welcome to Crossroads.